If you take anything away, this would be it when it comes to working with difficult people. Whenever we interact with someone, we are always coming from a place filled with our own experiences. And our expectations will differ based on those unique and individual experiences. And these become our personal truths. They become our beliefs, our opinions, our assumptions, our truths. Our B.O.A.T, in other words, to help you spell it out, it's an acronym. I'm an acronym addict, I'll just admit that. B.O.A.T, beliefs, opinions, assumptions equal our truths. It's how we judge, it's our right and wrong. We instantly, this is right, that's wrong. You know how those things, that's appropriate, that's not appropriate. It's based on our past experiences. This is good, this is bad, this is positive, this is negative. It's all based on past experiences. This is so important. I want to really bring this home. So I'm going to ask for 3 volunteers to come up on stage. And I know it's so scary. But you know what? The 3 volunteers all win a book. And all you have to do, oh, look at the hands going up. All you, 2, I need 1 more, 3, come on, wait from the back. Bring a paper. So before you come up, bring a paper and a pen to write with. And come on up. Paper and pen. Give them a hand for being brave. And the stairs are over here. Come on up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And would you mind doing me a favor on your way up? You look strong. Could you bring me a chair with you too? Just 1 chair. Are they hooked together? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I should have done that before. She's like, I didn't know I had to work. Yes, now you can have a book and a CD. Thank you. I'm going to use that in just a little bit. Okay, thanks. We'll just set this back up here. Okay, so we're going to come right out here. This is what this looks like up here. Come on. So we have Casey, Catherine, and Tammy. Oh, it would have been fun if we had all K's. Casey, Catherine. Okay, so how do we remember names? Who was here with me this morning? 3 times. Casey, 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 Catherine, 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 and Tammy, Tammy, Tammy. Okay, I know it sounds a little crazy, but it'll help us remember. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to not overanalyze, but just write down, I'm going to say 3 words one at a time, and I want you to write down the first word that comes to mind without overanalyzing. Okay? And it's important for you to be thinking of words in the audience as well. All right? So the first word is car, C-A-R. Second word is celebrity. And the third word is job, J-O-B.
Job?
Job. Yeah, I must say that funny. J-O-B, job, yes. Okay, Casey, what did you write for car?
Fast.
And Catherine?
Driver.
Driver. And Tammy?
Teenager.
Teenager. What else did you write for car? Raise your hand, just shout out. What else did you write for car? Transportation. Raise your hand though so I can call on you. Go ahead. Transportation. Tesla. I like that. What else?
Sporty.
Auto. Sporty. Anything else? Tires. Tire. Okay. What else? Louder? Oh, okay. Necessity. Okay, got it. How about celebrity? What did you write, Casey? Rich. How about you? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt shows up at every meeting I'm at. I think he's stalking me. Brad Pitt. Okay. How about you, Tammy? Movies. What else did you write for celebrity? Please raise your hand and shout it out loud. Yes. Star. What else? High class. What else? Famous. Anything else? Rob Lowe. Okay. Rob Lowe. Okay, how about job? What did you put, Casey? Hard work. Catherine? Technician. Okay. Tammy? Satisfaction. Anything else for job? Who else? What else? Income. Hygiene. Anything else? Boy, this middle is good. You guys are kind of losers over here, I'm just saying. No energy over there. Wake up, come on. Okay, so here's the point. Here's how I want you to think about it. And by the way, thank you for the flower. Here's how I want you to think of people when they approach you. When someone's coming up, so here's Casey. Her B.O.A.T, her beliefs, opinions, assumptions, her truths. Go ahead and smile big, Casey. She's got great teeth too, doesn't she? Her beliefs say that, let me see what you wrote down, that a car is fast, a celebrity is rich, and a job is work.
Hard work.
Hard work. And then we have Catherine, oh, she's so cute. Her boat, her beliefs, opinions, assumptions, her truths say that a car is a driver, celebrity is Brad Pitt, and a job is technician. And you have Miss Tammy over here, her boat, beliefs, opinions, assumptions, her truths say that a car is a teenager, a celebrity is a movie, and a job is satisfaction. See how different they all look behind this frame? We don't expect them to look alike at all, do we? Because they have different DNA, unique and individual parents, right? So why then, if we have unique and individual experiences, do we automatically expect each other to think and act and respond the same way? Because we do. Give these ladies a hand, and ladies, come up to me at the end and I'll make sure I give you all books, okay? Thank you, give them a hand, thank you. See, we have these false expectations that get us into trouble when we think others must behave in the same manner as we do, or our behavior is wrong. Or that a coworker's behavior must mean the same as if we did that same behavior. For example, let's say Mary leaves work at the end of the day without saying goodbye. Well, we all know Mary must be angry or upset, because we know we would have never left the office without saying goodbye unless we were angry or upset. And maybe, just maybe, Mary had an important appointment she was in a hurry to get to, or she could have had a hot date, who knows? Or what about the encounter with a brother or sister or child or spouse where there's a disagreement because of a difference of opinion? We've definitely all had that. See, these are all examples of expectations based on our personal truths, our boat. And once we understand that they're based on our unique and individual experiences, how could we possibly think that our answer is the only right answer? This is so important that I want to really drive it home. I'll show you another slide. This is a picture of me and my favorite person in the world, my husband, Steve. And this was taken on my 50th birthday out in Napa Valley, just a couple years ago. Okay, 8. And I want to demonstrate this because this is so important. So on my 50th birthday, it was really important that I do something that challenges me a little bit, because 50, you know, like, wow, that's getting up there. And so I said, well, first of all, I love Napa because I love wine and I love the valley, but I also am terrified of heights. So that would push me to grow, and I want to do something that would push me to grow when I turn 50. So I said, let's go to Napa and go on a hot air balloon ride. So that's what we did. So here we are, we're sitting in this basket, and it's kind of deceiving. There's actually 17 people in that basket. There's the balloonist in the middle, and there's 4 quadrants of 4. And so this, we're being brave. There's about 7 people holding the balloon down. And I'm hanging onto the edge. I'm being brave for the picture, but I'm hanging onto the edge like this. And so we start to take off, and Steve goes, how are you doing? Are you okay? I'm going, I'm fine. I'm fine. I go, quit asking me. And he goes, no, are you okay? I go, I'm fine. And we're climbing higher and higher. And I'm just like, oh, and he goes, it's too late to get off now. I go, I know, I'm fine. And we're still climbing, and we're about 250 feet off the ground already. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a long hour. And we're climbing, and I noticed that the balloon basket feels pretty sturdy and stable. And I noticed how quiet it is, except for every once in a while you hear the whoosh of the balloon feeling, whoosh, and that's it. And so we're climbing higher and higher and higher. And I start to stand up and let go of the edge, and I'm looking around, and I can see the entire Napa Valley. It is gorgeous. And I can see the Golden Gate Bridge. And it's so quiet, no one's talking, we're just taking it all in. It was so zen-like, it was so magical, it was so calm and peaceful. I could have meditated up there, and I wasn't afraid at all. It was the most amazing thing. And we landed, my husband said, well, did that scare you enough? I said, no, we need to do something else now. That was too easy, right? But the next day, that same balloon company went up. And this time, one of the gusts of winds caught him and blew him into a power line pole. The people were okay, but do you think they would describe their experience as calm, serene, zen-like? No. Now, who's right and who's wrong? Now, if we would have been at a gathering and talking about it, maybe in this function we were standing here talking, and I'd said, hey, go on a hot air balloon ride, it's so safe, take your kids, it's amazing. They'd have said, oh my gosh, we almost died, she's crazy. See, that's what life is about. We have an experience, and maybe it was good or maybe it was bad, and that's our belief based on that one experience or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. But someone else had a totally different experience and they're basing their belief on that. And that's where the chafing comes. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. Go ahead and do this. I want you to make your hand like a little circle like this, and then like it's a telescope, and look around the room. Just go ahead and look around the room. And don't worry, everybody looks silly. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Remember, I told you this morning, no one cares what you do. They only care about how they look, right? When you're making a judgment, because sometimes we know we're so right, don't we? We're so right. We get it. You know where we're so right? In this little space. Imagine that the rest of this auditorium is the universe. This is about the amount we've experienced and that we're making our judgment and our criticism on. And we're so right in this, but oh my gosh, there's all of this that we have yet to experience. So we have to be open. And when, just telling someone to be open doesn't change. But when you start to realize that you've only this pin dot of an experience compared to everything else, how could you possibly think that your answer could be the only right answer? And when you're open and you hear other people's opinions and you start to find out the reasons, the why behind it, it helps you grow. The only reason people are difficult or are different is because they disagree with you. That's it. When we start to see that our experiences are unique and individual to us, and there's a bigger world, and we really think about that, all the pushback, all the frustration of someone having a difference of opinion goes away. And this is why it's so important that you have clear communication guidelines and clear standards in your practice. Because otherwise what happens is you have other people with different beliefs, with different boats, thinking it should be a certain way. So you have to create it together as a team, what you want in your practice. And I love helping teams do that. We do that often. So we want to make sure we understand the boat, because our boat is what drives our actions. We want to understand where they're coming from. And the simplest question is just to say, tell me why you feel so strongly. Help me understand why you feel this is going to be so negative. And then you can talk about it. Now, the people who had hit the power line pole, having heard about that, that tempered my belief a little bit, knowing I was pretty lucky, because that wind could have come up when I was up there as well. And for them, if they would take in the account of how many people go up on a hot air balloon ride and are safe and have a great trip, it might help them believe that maybe they were just very unlucky. And the more we talk about it, the more we share, the less the differences mean anything, and the more we understand the why. So really, building great relationships with difficult or different people is understanding the why.